guys for tuning in. Today we're going to do and talk about freedom. Okay, so yesterday I somehow thought that it was Friday, and I was talking about freedom yesterday as well, but it was a very quick live. Hi, Evest. Appreciate you for being here. Can you hear me? Comment one in the comment section below if you can hear me, okay? Comment number one if you guys can hear me. So today's topic is going to be about freedom. So who here have dreams? Comment in the comment section below. Who here have dreams? Who here wants more in life? Who here know that they deserve more in life? Comment in the comment section below. If you have those big dreams, comment me in the comment section below. All right. Hi, Chicharron. Appreciate you for being here. Why do you call yourself Chicharron? Chicharron is also existing in the Philippines. It's a snack. It is this big skin that is, I don't know how do they do it, but it's really crunchy. So that also exists in the Philippines. Hi Chicharron. Hi Silvio. Appreciate you for following. Where are you guys from? Comment in the comment section below. Where are you from? So my name is Joanne. Nice to meet you everyone. My name is Joanne, and I like talking about habits, God, business, online businesses. All right. But today we're going to be talking about freedom, okay? And I was saying before that I thought it was Friday yesterday. So I just saw a bird that has a rat on its beak. So yeah, it was hunting. I was like, all right, comment in the comment section below where are you guys from? Comment where are you from? Hi, let me see your appreciate you. James Dean, comment below where are you from? You guys, TIP the screen. So the more I know that you are here is with those hearts, right? The more I see those hearts, the more I know that you're here. And while you guys are commenting where you guys are from, let me repeat. Today we're going to be talking about making dreams happen and, you know, unstocking yourself. So more about freedom, okay? Because a lot of us have dreams, but we don't take action. Why? Why is that happening? Okay. So, hi Jim, appreciate you. Everyone else who's procrastinating right now, you're just watching for entertainment. I want you to put your phone down. If you want to listen about freedom, making dreams happen, habits, right, unstocking yourself, stay in this life. But if you're procrastinating, put your phone down, go to sleep, eat something healthy, exercise, improve your mind, improve your knowledge. Okay? If you are right now possessed by the spirit of lust, put your phone down. In the mighty name of Jesus, I declare you be freed from it. Okay, you guys, everyone who's suffering from lust right now, I want you to be freed and get out of my life. All right. There's a lot of people who's struggling with this and they don't know why. But exactly, right? There's a lot of things happening in our system that a lot of you guys don't know and don't understand because we are all really distracted, all right? Entertainment, bills, drama, lust, temptation, those kind of things. All right. And it can happen in all levels of our lives. All right. So I want you guys to comment where you guys are from. My name is Joanne. For those who are staying, you guys don't procrastinate. I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to be part of it. I'm in a library in Amsterdam and Belgium. Hey, Kadi Kataka. Belgium. We're neighbors. We're neighbors. I'm here in Amsterdam. Mommy, hello. Appreciate you for being here. Parneet. Appreciate you. All right, be nice to the comment section, okay? Be nice. And as I said, you guys who are suffering from lust, go away. I declare you guys be freed from your lust and put your phone down and tune in with yourself and be aware why are you even watching this. I'm going to share about dreams making goals happen. I'm going to be sharing about habits that will help you take action. But if you're not even interested in all of those, why are you even watching? Ask yourself. Okay. All right, some comments were filtered. Some comments were filtered. So I studied to be a clinical laboratory technician, but I don't do that. So I could work in hospitals. So I care about health. I care about the value of our health, of our body, how it helps us make our dreams and goals happen. All right, and I studied as well on my own digital marketing. I studied as well on my own design. There's a lot of things I studied. I have a lot of things that I like doing. But anyways, so comment below who here have dreams. Comment me in the comment section below. I want you guys to comment and let me know if you are dreamers, okay? And if you guys are men, right? Express it out. Don't leave it inside your mind. Just express I have dreams. I know I deserve more. You can speak up. Who's telling you can't talk about dreams? Okay. Have goals. Right, I know when women talk about dreams, we have vision boards, we have all these topics we can talk about. I don't know how men talk about goals and dreams, but why when you are when well around me, when I'm surrounded by men, they don't talk about goals and dreams, and that is my favorite topic. So, yeah. Hi, Dan Cameron. Appreciate you, Scotty Kilgore. Where are you from? Okay, you guys comment me in the comment section below. Thank you for the caddy. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Mr. Mike. Comment me in the comment section below if you have dreams, if you know you deserve more. All right, comment me. I just really want to connect with people who are dreamers just like me. All right, and engagers and who take action. If I tell you guys comment me below, you guys comment. Good morning from Amsterdam, Mr. Mike. Miss My Epic Adventure. Hello. Good morning. Thank you for following. Why did you follow me? I didn't even start. Hi, Jenny. Buen dia. Edwin Lopez. Hola. Kifa. Lizzie. A little bit about me, you guys. I was born in the Philippines, so you're wondering where this Asian face come from. I was born in the Philippines, but I grew up in Spain. So I am a multiculti. I speak Filipino, English, Spanish, and German. But my personality is more, I don't know. It's a mixture. Okay, just accept that I'm from Earth. No, Sarsa. I don't have a tongue piercing. Hi, Yusef. Appreciate you for being here. Comment me in the comment section below if you have dreams. You guys, I am asking a question. Comment me. Or if you even remember your dreams, because I was in that season of life where I forgot my dreams, and God humbled me and say, Joanne, stay still for a moment. Remember your dreams. Like, oh, okay. Alex86, I appreciate you for being here. All right. Let me see. Jenny, Edwin, Chabelita, TikToks. What are you guys doing? You guys, I'm not an English teacher, okay? If you guys are learning English with me, I'm really happy that you're learning English from me, but I'm not an English teacher. If you guys want to learn English, go speak, all right, with someone who's going to help you practice English. When you are learning English, it's very important to practice. All right, and if you like watching and entertaining yourself, watching Netflix and all those kind of things, just go ahead and imitate what they're saying on Netflix. Okay, watch everything in English and imitate their accent. Jody says, "Don't feel bad. I'm not an English teacher either." Hi, Jody. Where are you from? Appreciate you for being here. Jody, I was asking people, do you have dreams? Comment yes in the comment section below. I know sometimes people think, of course we have dreams. I am asking because I know people forget their dreams and they don't take action towards their dreams. They get trapped in the hustle. All right. That's why I asked, do you have dreams? Do you remember your dreams? Yes, I mean vision, goals. big things you want to accomplish in life, big things that actually feels impossible. Not too wild. All right, but you have. All right. Okay, so we have a dreamer here. At least we have one. At least we have one. Because I was asking and people are not replying. Like, well, all right, people. Your mind is so creative. That is actually so beautiful that you know and you're aware of it. You have to hide it. Don't hide it. What are you doing? Don't hide it. Show it. Multiply it. Expand it. Teach it to someone. Teach someone else to be crazy, creative, crazy creative. That's the nature. All right. Okay. So a little bit of me. As I said, I forgot my dreams because I was sidelined. I was sidelining them. I was trapped in this hustle and bustle of earning money, working hard to progress and climb up a ladder. But that led me to burnout. I was pursuing, thank you for the rose, appreciate you. And that kind of lifestyle led me to burnout. Okay, if you guys joined my live last Wednesday, I was sharing about higher forms of wealth. Okay, if you don't know anything, any wealth, any wealth other than cash, or you don't acknowledge other wealth forms, you're going to be judging people and how you call it, managing your life just according to cash. All right. So I was living a lifestyle like that, I was pursuing cash all the time, and it became a cycle. A cycle of earning money, spending, earning money, spending, earning money, spending. And I didn't know how to keep the money itself. So money without wisdom, it disappears really quickly. So I could be earning money, investing. I tried crypto, I tried trading, and earned some money that I, I didn't know how to keep. So that was my lack of wisdom. So that lesson gave gave me a new path. Okay, how can I improve this? How can I learn other stuff? And in that process of learning, I realized I have a lot of blocks. I have a lot of limiting beliefs. Okay, so today, since we're going to be talking about freedom. Hi, Malaki. Malaki is already 5 months. Whoa! You know what, Malaki? I actually thought that you are Malaki, but you are the father of Malaki, or you both have the same name. Hello. Hi, the real J Villa. Welcome. All right. Yes. So you mean you have both the same name? All right, okay. I am the father of Malaki. Thank you so much for clarifying that. That is so cool. He's so cute. All right, so today's topic is freedom. So we're going to talk a little bit about blocks. So when I started this business venture, because I wanted to continue pursuing money, to be honest. I wanted to learn how people are earning money from their phone. And I was exhausted from that kind of life, 9 to 5 job, trying to like work hard, but it ends up draining me. Like, how can I change that? So I looked around me and realized that people are earning differently than me. So self awareness, what I had and what I didn't like, and I wanted something else, right? You guys should have similar things like that. Like a situation that you don't like and wanting to move towards something else. Yeah, you recognize it. No, Kitty, there are more Asians out there. All right. No, I'm not. I'm not Chinese. Chinese people are beautiful people as well. All right. Oh, I consider myself already beautiful. Sorry. Humbleness, Joanne. Humble. Sorry, everyone. But what I was saying is, when I entered those doors, new opportunities, new version of myself, like from employee to business owner, is a totally different mindset. And one of the blocks that I have encountered is lack of confidence. Who here has struggles with self confidence? Comment me in the comment section below. Starting to feel a fire. Do we have fuel here? Do we have you have fuel? All right. There is wisdom in what you say. Thank you so much, Jody. Hi. Marcus is asking, would you like to go somewhere? Where what? I think I am where I'm meant to be. If God tells me to go somewhere, I will go. And yeah, to be honest, the first time He wanted me to leave Germany. So I used to live in Germany, you guys. For 5 years, I lived there. That's why I've learned German. I struggled because I had everything in Germany. I had my apartment, my shoes, my boots, my books, everything, furniture. I built my tower. I built my stability there. As I said, you guys, I know how to earn money, but without the wisdom of God, it disappeared quickly. So everything that I built in Germany, God wanted me to leave everything behind and follow Him, and I struggled. I delayed it for months and months and months, and the hardest lesson as well that I have learned is that delayed obedience is also disobedience. It's really hard. But anyways, the first block is self-confidence. Like when I was about to start a new business, I feel, oh, I'm not enough. Like who am I to start a business? Like why is my compass trying like telling me to start this when I don't even have a degree on business? I don't even know how to manage a business. But my compass is telling me do this. You're attracted to this. All right, so I've realized that confidence can delay you as well. All right, if you keep on waiting for self confidence to happen, it's not going to happen. You do it afraid. All right, you guys need to do it afraid. Whatever it is, that opportunity that is waiting in front of you, doors that you guys need to open that door, jump into it, even though if you are afraid, because confidence is the will to try, the will to try, to fail, to see new results that you will want to get for yourself because you're becoming someone new. You're becoming someone you've never been before. So the more you try, the more competence you're going to have. If you try, you get results, and those results are going to feed you your skills, your ableness to move your body to react better for the next time. Right? If you guys are waiting for self confidence to happen and you're looking it outside you, it's in you. You take action, you walk, you do it with fear, all right? With doubt. So that is what I did. What helped me though is around this time when I was about to open a business, I was not believing in God, all right? I was a non-believer. And there was this patterns that kept happening in my life. Hi, Dr. 911. Wait. Jody says, I run sometimes, but there's nowhere to hide. It seems like he holds you back sometimes, but he makes it up to you when you least expect it. Yeah, his plan and his timing, I think. All right, I also needed to learn that because when I see something that my eyes are attracted to, I kind of run towards it. But there is this lesson that I have learned. Always be guided by your vision. So, things that you can see with your eyes closed, feelings like the righteousness, the kindness, those beautiful values. If if you can create that by pursuing that thing that you can see with your eyes closed, pursue it. If you're going to pursue something that your eyes are attracted to, just because of pride, just because you want to show off, just because you want to have something in your possession that feels an emptiness inside you in short term, that's not the right thing. All right, so always live your life according to your vision, how you imagine yourself in your highest version of yourself. Are you kind? Are you good? Are you faithful? Are you generous? Do you have self control when someone is trying to argue with you? Do you have self control? Are you gentle with them? Right? Those kind of values. And I also struggle with this because, as I said, when I saw a new thing that my eyes are attracted to, for example, a new clothing, a new iPhone, a new travel to Thailand, I would go ahead and let's do that. I'm excited. But God will want to teach you self control and patience, like appreciating what comes to you from God's provision, not spending it as soon as possible. Self control. So that's why I tell you guys wisdom. When you have money and provision, when you spend it without wisdom, it disappears like that, like a bubble. It's gone. Oops. Oh no, it's Rocky. Hello. Good morning from Amsterdam. Appreciate you. Jody, thank you for following. David, thank you for following. Damascus, John, and the Forder. Why in Thailand have many ladyboy? I don't know. Go ask them. Go ask them. These people. Amazing question. Go ask them. Do you think I'm from Thailand? I think Thailand people are really beautiful too. I think a lot of people, everyone from Earth is beautiful. Wrong stream. All right, this is lie. All right, so let me do housekeeping here. I am not from Thailand. What do you think that I am? Why do you think I am from Thailand? I didn't say that I am from Thailand, so don't say lies. Okay, that's a lie. All right. Okay. All right. So one of those things that I've seen in that path of business, you guys, I kind of got sidelined from the topic, but it's self confidence. So when you don't take action and you keep on waiting for self confidence, you're not going to be able to open those doors. So just open that door with confidence. Ah, what I was saying is that when I was in that moment when I was feeling afraid, God told me that He is in me. All right, that I have power in me, and He's not just talking to me. Like when I get this message, I realize it's not just for me; it's also for you guys. Right? If you're afraid, not feeling enough, you're small, you're feeling small, know that you have that power in you. And remember, if you want self confidence, the only thing that you need to do is take action. With what, Joanne? With what? With your body, man. With your body. With your body. With your vessel. You have already your vessel, right? You have the power to ask questions like, hey, person on the internet who is earning and living a life that I would want for myself, how are you doing that life? How can you do it? You can send emails. All right. I have watched a lot of those videos of people who try to have contact directly with these people who are living that life that they wanted to have. So they have the power to write email. You have to, right? You have to. You have your mouth to ask questions. You have your tongue. And you can also do other things to have access to these people. But why are you not doing it? Why? That's the thing, all right? That's the thing. That's why we talk about freedom. Like what is stopping you to take those actions? So in my case, as I said, I was waiting for self confidence, and that was the wrong thing. And also, I was fearful. I was fearful. Hi, Oshadi. I am here in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. Appreciate you from Sri Lanka. All right, let's celebrate Sri Lanka. Oops. I pressed the, I pressed the clap button. Let's cheer. This one is what I wanted. This one is what I wanted. Hi, David. Welcome back. How are you doing, David? I watched you on the other day on your live. Well, you were in a group of people doing live. I was not sure what were you doing there, but I saw you the other day. TA Ping, thank you, Oshadi. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Malaki, also for the hearts. Everyone who is liking this live, let's celebrate 1K. I love this. Thank you so much for the support. So, fearful, being fearful. Because my fears were about who here have fears, right? Let me teach you a tool how you guys can view fear for the next time. Okay, this is how I view fear. So I have learned, or I've realized that fear is faith. So faith, when you have faith, you can see things with your eyes closed, right? You believe on something that is not happening or you cannot see with your eyes closed. For example, when you believe in God, you have faith. When you believe in your capability to do and create things that exist only in your mind, you also have faith. But fear is also faith but channeled to the negative stuff. All right. So you cannot tell me that you don't have faith because you always have fears. You start imagining things that doesn't happen, that is not happening yet, but you're believing it. You're believing it, so you have fears. For example, when I drive a car, when I get this speed happening when I'm driving a car, somehow I feel fearful or I kind of have this inner voice telling me slow down, slow down, slow down. Right? Yeah, somehow like overthinking, right? You're imagining things that didn't happen. So I would imagine slightly like crashing the car. And I ask my fear, okay, well, I what is this fear telling me? What is this fear telling me? So it's telling me that I'm about to lose my life if I continue doing this thing. All right. And my fear is also telling me that is I am not capable of controlling a car, right? Something like that, right? Like I am capable, I know, so I can fight against that fear. But the fear is also telling you you're about to lose your life, right? So what does that mean? It means that you value your life. You value the people's life that is going with you in the car. That's why you're fearful. So fear tells you two things, right? What you're about to lose, but what is that valuable thing that you're about to lose? Is it self image, ego, those things? So the next time you experience fear, ask it like, what are you telling me? What is it that I'm about to lose? What is that pain that I'm about to suffer in my imagination? And what does that pain mean? And it will tell you valuable things about you, about what you value. So the next time you see these things that you value, your life, your family's life, your self image, your reputation, what else? Your health, right? When you have a disease, right, and you fear for your life, you value your health. Okay, so be grateful for them because fear told you that you value these things. You guys see that? You can turn fear into grateful, into something that you can appreciate because it's telling you what to appreciate. So now, every single day when I wake up, because I know I value my life, I say, thank God I am awake. Thank God I have a new opportunity to live to improve my life. Thank God for this gift, right? Because I know I value my life, because I am fearful to lose it. And what does else tell me? What does else my fear tell me? If I value my life, I know I shouldn't be putting chemicals to it. I shouldn't be, not chemicals, like bad habits that drains my life. Makes sense? I should be doing things that empower my life because I know I value it. Fear can tell you a lot of things, and it is on you to take action to improve and to appreciate what you value. It is really powerful. All right? So that is fear, but also fear, if you focus really your faith on the negative things, you can really lose a lot of things. All right? David, welcome back. All right, Oshadi says same here. Like, what kind of fears do you have, Oshadi? Yes, comment below. So Arshadi says she is in China. All right. Wow, have fun there. What are you doing there? Are you doing work there? Last year I was also in China. I was amazed how many tall buildings, like apartments they had. That was mind blowing for me to see. Like every building compacted, filled with life inside it. I was like, amazing. Can thinking negative make you sick? Definitely. Let me tell you, yes, David. Can negative thinking can make you sick. That's why I tell you, you guys do, try to train your faith. Try to train your faith to think positively, right? More positivity. You guys, let me just look for my charger. My phone is running low on battery. Always, like always. I have stage fear. Ooh, there's have you checked out YouTube videos how to conquer it? All right, there are tips and tricks how to manage your nervous system. Nervous system. In the end, your body is a machine. Oshadi, this just means you are aware of a malfunction of an not an error, but it's just a malfunction of your system, right? You are not meant to fear. Let me just charge my phone. This just means, Oshadi, that you need to learn how to manage your machine well, right? When it gets triggered, right? Your body is different than mine. So unfortunately, this machine of us, your machine, doesn't have a manual. All right, let me just pull up, guys. There you go. I'll put you guys here. All right. Okay. Can you guys hear me? How to fix it? I would recommend you to YouTube. How you call it? Somatic treatments, or I don't know if you believe in God. I don't know if you believe in God. Also, God can help a lot actually. But if you want to first start tuning in with yourself, there are exercises out there that can help you, when you're feeling anxious and fearful, like nervousness. There are tips and tricks. So, for example, when I was a teenager, I got to experience the singing contest. I can sing, you guys, I can sing. And at first, I was feeling nervous, but there is a place on that stage where you can look and see nobody, right? There are lights that you can focus on. You can train yourself to just to watch some focal points from the stage and just focus on those. Like define 3 points: side, middle, and the other side. So when you sing, you can look that point. Cannot look at people. Don't think that people exist. imagine like there's a lot of exercise out there, so it use a lot of your imagination, it use a lot of your thinking, because your mind can control all the chemicals that comes out of your body, so when you start training your mind to see instead of the people staring at you, you start maybe thinking, oh, these people cheer for me, or these people are people who like me, something like that. There's a lot of those exercises out there. So I am not a teacher about this, but I was on stage as well. And what I've learned is to just focus on 3 points and just watch those 3 points. Like, imagine if it's someone that you like singing to, imagine it as a person you. So you use a lot of your faith, you guys. Faith is really powerful. your imagination. You're also an overthinker. Yeah, so for overthinkers, this is another exercise that you guys can do. Journal. Write down your thoughts and see it outside you. I do that a lot, especially when I was as well in your situation. I overthink the future too much. I'm a dreamer, I'm a visionary, but sometimes it gets too much. And for example, I am in situations where there is a important happening in the future, an event happening, I would imagine all kinds of situations already. But when when the real situation happened, all right, someone tried to surprise me and I already imagined it in the future. I already lived it in the future. When they surprise me, I don't have a reaction anymore. I'm like, "Oh, thank you." So sometimes I say, "Oh, I shouldn't had imagined too much because I wanted to be surprised. I wanted to have that natural reaction of being surprised and being because I imagine a lot. I use my imagination a lot. I should be thinking too forward. I want to be able to experience like the excitement, the thrill of the present moment. Like when they're trying to give you something that is a surprise. I kind of imagine those situations. Yeah, it ruins the thrill. So me too. I journal a lot. This is one thing that you could do. Right, Oshadi, just Google. There's you have the internet that you can actually use. Right, but that's one of my tools just to give you a tip. So number one block that I've mentioned before is self-confidence. And self-confidence doesn't happen if you wait for it. It happens when you take action with fear, with faith. Okay? Being uncomfortable. And the more you do it, the more confident you're going to be. Confidence happens when you take action. Okay? Is that clear, you guys? Comment yes in the comment section below. Comment yes in the comment section below if you know that you are you're going to get more confidence if you take action. Thank you so much, Oshadi. Sometimes I cannot bear little things. Got tears quickly. So you get triggered a lot. It means that you have this feedback. So I always say you guys need to understand how the outside world triggers you. Like you need to have self-control, and self-control I also feel like it's self-mastery, right? Self-mastery, like if there are certain things that triggers you, understand why because only you can pinpoint those things. That's why journaling and writing down your thoughts, things that triggers you, are important so that you can understand them. Right, for example, in my case, I'm going to give an example, you guys bear with me. When I started this business venture, there were a lot of people that were asking me questions, right? I was guiding them. I was guiding them. And some questions were really simple. And my natural reaction in the past, I highlight in the past, this doesn't happen anymore, was like, my reaction was like, huh, this they cannot do. And it's actually really easy. That was my reaction. And I saw myself, I catch myself like, oh, this kind of reaction is not the person who I want to be. I want to be a person who can help. I want to be a person who can guide with her heart. I want to be that person who can teach people properly. Why do I have this reaction? Why? So I went back in my past and tried to understand where is this reaction coming from because it was happening in my current moment at that time. So I went back to my past, like finding the roots. I realized that when I was growing up in Spain, I learned the language all by myself. So since I was the only person who could properly speak Spanish, I did everything all by myself. Like the documents for school, when my parents needed to do the documentation for their own papers, I was doing it for them because they couldn't speak Spanish. So they would be taking me to their appointments. So the little Joanne, the baby Joanne, like not baby, but the teenager, young Joanne, she was learning that people should do things all by themselves. You guys see that? Where it's coming from? So the solution for me, since I pinpointed, oh, that's why this is happening, because in the past I used to do everything by myself. Now, as an adult Joanne, I expect everyone else to do the same thing. Do you guys see the pattern? So there was something in the past that still triggers me in the present. So to solve that, I needed to go back to the young Joanne and tell young Joanne, right? Little Joanne. I just call myself Joanne. I know you didn't have someone else to teach you. I know you didn't have someone else to help you. But now as an adult, you can become that person who you needed back then to help, to guide. Now you can become that person who you needed the most back then. And that is what helped me. Even now, I feel that emotional, because I feel it from my heart and it melts my heart. It deletes that it deletes that surface of hardness in my heart. Now I can help people. Now I can be patient with people because I want to become that person who I needed the most when I was younger. So you guys see, that is how you solve your past that triggers you still in the moment. So if you don't like certain kind of people, ask yourself why. If those people treated you bad in the past, like how would you react as an adult to that person who is getting that bad treatment? Like who do you needed the most back then? And then you can decide to be that person for others and for that old version of yourself. That is how I solved it. I needed to go back. So forgetting yourself in the past, present is not useful. I want you guys to embrace what everything that happened in your life and accept. There are still knots. I call this knots from the past that I still have to solve because a lot happened in the past. But I started. I want you guys to start this too because you also have triggers. You also go through emotional struggles, and I want you to understand that there is always a cause. There is always a root from it. And that is part of getting to know your body, getting to know your system, getting to know where your beliefs come from. Why am I highlighting this? Because you do everything with your body. You build your dreams with your mind, with your body. If you don't have your body, you cannot eat ice cream, you cannot eat chocolates, you cannot build your dreams. And if your body gets triggered all the time, limited by old beliefs, old past traumas that you have, you cannot build a lot. And I want you to be able to build a lot, to create so much that when you go to heaven, I believe in heaven, you're going to be able to say yes to God. Like, God, I have achieved it. Yes, God, I have made your assignment. I was a faithful and good servant. And God will approve. You pass. Welcome. I want you guys to be able to make your dreams happen. And this is starting from self awareness. I want you to discover that power that you have in you. You have everything in you. Don't look outside you. Learn from outside you, but take those lessons within and fuel that light that you have in you. If you're trying to pursue relationships, money, fame, everything is because you're trying to fill in an emptiness inside your heart that you don't understand. And I want you guys to understand what that emptiness is and why that happened. Warrior Rise, I have built my alignment. I am actually happy that whatever it is that I'm doing right now, it makes my heart happy. I am not yet where I want to be, All right, I broke free from my 9 to 5 job that drained me. That is an accomplishment for me that built my heart. Like the courage to do that is important. The courage to believe that I can make it happen, that is important. I also left countries, left things behind to prove to myself that I don't have to depend on materialistic things. I am building a foundation in my heart that is invisible. Hi, Atomic. Appreciate you. And I am waking up, people. I want to shake you a little bit today. I want to bring your eyes to yourself so that you can do the same thing, because nothing lasts here on this earth. Even us, we are going to somehow go to the grave, go back to dust, but there is a purpose in you. Ooh, Ashadi. Warrior says, great answer, well done. Thank you so much. How to control our emotions. That is part, that is one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit, right? Self control. This is all experimentation again with your body. Like when you want to, you need to know, again, this comes from understanding the roots of your emotions. I believe that emotions are fruits. All right, when you are getting triggered by something, why? Why? What is your belief from that situation that it provokes you those emotions? Right? Emotions for me are roots. Sorry, fruits. Fruits. Frutas. Thank you for the heart me maths, Med. Welcome back. Is your name Maths Med because you teach mathematics, or your name is Matthew? Yes, this beyond the five senses, the five physical senses. It is beyond that. Oshadi, to be able to control your emotions, you need to understand a deep sense of you. And if you don't understand your emotions, and I am not perfect, I don't some of my emotions I don't still understand. And as I say, those are knots. Like I need to uncover my own emotions as well. But it is going deep in self-discovery. Like I said, why are you getting triggered? Why are you overthinking too much? What happened in the past that that is, you know, provoking you to overthink too much? Like thinking, like myself and I think I lived in the Philippines. I was born there, and overthinking for me came because there was nothing certain in our lives. We were very poor back then in the Philippines. I remember eating for breakfast rice and coffee, and rice was the cereal and coffee was the milk. I remember those days. So I think overthinking came from a generational pattern as well. I think my dad was also an overthinker. And it's about, thinking, oh, maybe we don't have food. Like, my parents thought that way. And I think I received that from those situations. And I'm also learning how to dissolve that pattern. All right. So, how do I dissolve it is by understanding my thoughts outside me. So, I write them down and I try to judge, or let's say evaluate my thoughts from outside me. So, sometimes I would see my thoughts outside me thinking about maybe a girl doesn't like me, or maybe I can't be her friend. And I see that thought outside me, and I'm like, why do I even care? Like, okay, if she doesn't like me, that's fine, right? But I in my mind, since I couldn't understand my thoughts properly, it would be circulating in my mind. But outside me, I could see that it's actually not worth of giving energy to. So, guys, you can do that. Put your thoughts outside you and understand more of it. Like, is it important or is it not important? Happy Valentine's Day, Bobby Hill. It's amazing that it's Valentine's Day for you today. Happy Valentine's Day. This beyond the five senses, yes? So Maths Med says mathematics teacher who meditates on the Lord day and night. That is amazing habit. That is amazing habit. So I was sharing yesterday as well. Newton, I think it was Newton, when there was a pandemic as well in his season of life. Yeah, Isaac Newton in 1665. He was also, oops, wait. I logged off from TikTok. I don't know why. It's somehow disconnected. Let me connect myself to TikTok, you guys. Oh, it totally redid my TikTok. Now it's asking me about choose my interest. So my interest is about um, life hacks, education. Um, are there more? All right, my TikTok restarted. I don't know why. Let's do a short security check. All right. Can you guys hear me? Resume live. All right. I am back. I am back, you guys. All right. Who's here? Who's here? So MathMed sends Rose. Thank you so much for the rose. I don't know why, but my TikTok somehow restarted, and then it started asking me about my interests again, and I don't know. It just restarted. So what was I talking about when I left? Thank you so much for the rose, MathMeds. Appreciate you being here. So let's keep on waking up people so that they can also achieve their assignment before the end comes. The end comes before it's too late. Let's just say it like that. As I said, you guys, we are all dying anyways. Why not make your dreams and goals happen? Thank you so much. All right, who's still here? Let me know in the comments below who's still here watching. So comment below if you guys are still here. What do I have in my bio? Welcome, Becomies. Here I help you stay connected with your vision, faith, and help you feel inspired to take action. Thank you for choosing me and give me your location, I guess. All right. Thank you so much for the 4,000K. All right, let's celebrate that. Yay. All right. So, where was I? I forgot where I left off. All right, let's just go back to the topic. Or I was talking about thoughts and how you guys can analyze it from outside you. For overthinkers out there, you have a pen and paper. Put your thoughts down outside you and evaluate your thoughts. Are those even important thoughts? Are those even your thoughts? Because sometimes your thoughts are not from you. Okay, are those lies? Are those truths? Okay, you guys can analyze your thoughts. All right. Okay, so let's go back to our topic. Another block. So I have shared about fear. Hi, Smokes. Hi, Thies. Hopefully, I pronounce your name well. Hi, Thies. Where are you from? Appreciate you. All right, Juan and Edwin, ¿están aquí todavía? Mándanme corazoncitos. Tapin. Or están durmiendo todavía? Are you guys sleeping? Hi Selena, Charlie, appreciate you for being here. All right. So the next block, you guys, is Jody. Welcome back. So somehow my TikTok restarted. I don't know why, but I'm back. Oh, Shadi, welcome back. Thank you for coming back, Jody. So I was sharing about thoughts. So again, for overthinkers, just get a pen and paper and analyze your thoughts outside you. All right. And think you're you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Analyze your thoughts. Say if it's lie or truth. If they are even your own thoughts, ask yourself if your thoughts are even from yourself or not, because you can have thoughts from someone else, right? And all right, let's go. Is it okay if you guys, if we continue talking about the blocks that are stopping you, that paralyzes you from taking action to make your dreams happen? I can feel that fire again. Thank you so much for coming back, Jody. Hi, Joe. Where are you from? All right, so the next block. So remember, I have shared about confidence. I have shared about fear, and you have guys got from me the toll how I see fear. All right, we can continue talking a little bit about fear. Fear, it tells you about stopping something that you're doing, and also it tells you something about that you value, right? So when fear tells you that you value your life, what you can do now then is be appreciative of your life. If you fear of losing your loved ones, the next day you see them, embrace them, hug them, right? Because fear tells you that you don't like losing these people that you have in front of you. Right? If you like your self-image and fear is telling you that you're about to lose your reputation, take care more of your reputation, right? Or it could be a lesson of humbling yourself. Okay? Those it tells you a lot of things. It tells you so many things. And fear also, it doesn't just paralyze you. Again, fear is faith but channeled to the negative stuff, right? In the lowest frequency. You guys want to channel in the mind of Christ, the highest frequency. Okay? The highest frequency. So if you guys can train your mind to channel your faith, right, to focus on the good stuff, it's going to be better for you and better for people who is around you. All right, trust me, it's going to be better for people around you. So if you love your people, try try to be in the higher frequency. Okay, so fear doesn't just paralyze you, it also robs you. If we go to John 10:10, there says that the steal just wants to kill, destroy. What else? The thief wants to kill. Let me go and find it. You guys, if you know the verse, just comment it below because I want to read it properly. I don't want to paraphrase anymore. Paraphrase anymore. Let me see. John 10:10. John 10:10. For he came. Let me see. Go for it. I'm trying to log into my laptop. All right. I think I have it here. Search. Okay. Here it is. Oh, I have it in Spanish. So the thief just comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And I have came for you to have life. Have life. Jesus is speaking. Yes, this one. Jody is commenting it below. But Jesus came that we might have life and have it more abundantly. So in my translation, it says have life in full. So imagine that. Jesus is telling us that he wants us to have life, but this also talks about the life after death. Okay? So He is giving us eternal life as well here. Decline. Someone is inviting me to join their live. And then He wants us to have it in full. So as you guys see, Jesus wants us to have a good life, right? But this fear can also be the thief. The thief can kill, so steal, kill, and destroy. So what does fear does to you if you focus on the negative thing? If you focus your faith on the negative things, if you're not taking action to accomplish your dreams, your vision, fear is directly robbing you of that life that you deserve, that you're meant to have. You guys see how fear is a thief. Is a thief. And thief don't rob you your Kleenex. Thief thieves rob you what is important for you. Thieves won't just take away your pencil if it's not important for you. Of course, they are going to go in your system, in your house, to rob you from what is the most valuable thing for you, which is that life that you're meant to have. The potential, the power that you're meant to have, the strength, the confidence that you're meant to have. Do you guys think something that is not important to you? No, of course the thief come for to get what is the most important thing for you. All right? So do not allow fear to rob you from that life that Jesus wants you to have. Have life and have it in full. Okay, fear can be that thief. Okay, just see fear how I told you guys. See fear as something that is telling you that something is valuable to you. That way. And you fight fear. Not fight. You just see it differently. Okay. Thank you so much for following. All right. So you guys understand fear now. The next time you feel fear, pause. Breathe. All right. What fear? Fear. What are you telling me? Have a conversation with it. Like, what are you telling me that is important? What are you telling me this time? What? For example, you're about to enter a conference room filled with people that you should be networking with, and you feel fear. What is exactly that fear telling you? Because I feel that, right? Have to drive, Jody. All right, I have. Be careful in your way out. I don't know where you're going, but be careful. Thank you so much for listening and giving me your time. Your time, everyone else who's watching this live, your time is really valuable. Something that you cannot get back once you spend it. So hopefully, I'm giving you tips and tricks that will help you in your life. I really appreciate your time. Yes, I really do. So you guys, if you guys need to log off or do something else, please do. Do your life. Make your dreams and goals happen. Okay, as I said, I don't want to be part of your procrastination. I want you to learn. I want you to use whatever that I am sharing because it helped me. It helped me. Okay, let's go to the next block that is stopping you from making your dreams and goals happen, shall we? All right, the lack of motivation. This is again focusing on the lack. All right, God tells us in Genesis 1 to be fruitful. Well, right, He blessed us and He tells us directly to be fruitful. And when God speaks, things happen, things come to creation, things come to existence. So when God tells you to be fruitful, you're already fruitful. You are already coded to be fruitful, to produce, to multiply, and have dominion. Believe it. Okay? So if you're already meant to do that, like why are you focusing on the lack of motivation? When you wait for the lack, when you wait for motivation, again, motivation is an espresso. It's nice to have when it's there, but when it's gone, does it mean that you also need to stop doing and making your dreams happen? No. Motivation is nice to have, but you shouldn't be depending on it. That's why you guys, we do this fasting. So today afternoon, in the evening, I'm going to start fasting till Monday. It also allows me to see what I am starting to depend on. So, for example, if you don't have motivation, right? If you don't have motivation, are you able to take action without motivation? In my fasting, am I able to survive and still like not continue living my life without depending on that food, right? Because sometimes people they put the food as the center of their life instead of God, and that becomes an idol. Your coffee in your morning, if you reach it before God, I don't know, maybe your coffee became an idol because you cannot live without it, right? I'm here to shake you a little bit. I'm here to make you think. If you really fear God, if you really know that there is God, like, are you having that relationship with Him, right? Again, because me, myself, and I also fell into this trap of motivation. I watched a lot of motivational videos because I was surviving. I was gasping for air, and those motivational videos were my, you know, fresh air. So I watched a lot of them. So what happened in my life in the past? I would watch a motivational video, and I would feel motivated, and then take action, and then the next time, I lack on motivation, and I just watch Netflix. I don't move, and then I need to watch a motivational video again to take action, and then I take action, and then it's gone. I don't move. It becomes a cycle, you guys see? It becomes a vicious cycle. And thankfully, God showed me that I was doing the wrong thing. You guys, hold on a second, okay? I'm going to come back. Let me just pause this for a second. I'm going to delete some of the long videos that I have because my phone is full. My phone is full. All right. Am I back with you guys? Am I back with you guys? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Comment yes in the comment section below. Can you hear me? Hello, copy, copy. Copy, copy. I don't know how it works. Hi, Frank Rizzo. Appreciate you. Okay, I am back. Jody, you cannot hear us. You cannot hear me. How about now? Hello? Wait, let me do this again. All right. Oh, you were kidding. I really believed you, Jody. I really believed you. I thought it was not working. Anyways, all right, let's go back to lack of motivation. Okay, lack of motivation. This converts you to a mediocre if you depend on motivation. Okay, mediocrity. So if you want to stop being average, stop being mediocre. So again, when you have dependencies on certain things, okay, just like motivation, as I said, I was mediocre, so bad. As I said, I formed a cycle in my life where I needed to watch motivational videos to take action. Crazy, I know. But that happened. And I was grateful that God showed me that I was creating these dependencies in my life. Right? There was a lot of things that I was doing so wrong. So, you guys, how to not depend on motivation. When you start building habits that actually helps you be more effective, that helps you take action even though you don't want to take action, those are very helpful. This is discipline. Okay, this is definitely discipline and self-control. Right, so the best thing that you can do is build habits towards that dream, those goals that you want to achieve in life. Okay, and practice. It's going to be hard because you're breaking dependencies. All right, it's just when you can't leave smoking, if you can't leave caffeine, right? I haven't drank coffee for a long time now, you guys. I'm so happy. I am coffee free. I'm caffeine free. And I'm going to fast tomorrow. So I am breaking walls. I am breaking dependencies. Okay. And it is hard. And I know it firsthand as well. You try to sleep all the time? What do you mean? Oh, you're you try to sleep all the time. Sorry, Jody. I'm not sure in which context. In which context? Maybe I said something that is related to sleep or being motivated. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused. Please explain it to me if you don't have time. Oh, you have fear. You have fear. Most of the time, I feel alone. We all have fear. As I said, I guess existential fear. It's faith. When you focus on the negative thing, look, you cannot delete faith. That's the thing. Faith, having fear, is when you focus on the negative things. In myself, I'm also working on this. So if you still are focusing on the negative things that makes you feel fearful, right? Your faith is imagining things that shouldn't be happening, and you don't trust God, right? Then fear happens. Faith and fear, how you call it, belief in God and trust in God, and fear cannot happen at the same time. I think. Hopefully, it makes sense, because God is on the other side, like on the higher frequency. So you. So I guess in my case as well, I'm also working on this personally. I really try to change what I when I catch myself. What do I do when I feel fearful? Is to imagine fear in a different way. Imagine fear in a different way. So some mentors told me to, if there is a fearful thought like a monster in your mind or a murder, imagining a murder in your mind, it's fearful, right? You have a white paint in your bucket, imaginative, all right, imaginative white paint, and you pour that white paint on that thought, and it's funny, right? You guys need to learn how to shift, flip, flip that fearful thought into something that makes you feel better. So in my case, I guess I like turning them into something funny. So I pour paint on my thoughts, white paint. So they're like moving white figures. Or if you guys know the white wolf and the black wolf, when fearful thought comes in my mind, I imagine it as the black wolf sometimes. And then I have the white wolf that is going to fight against it. And I try to kind of communicate with my wife of attack like a Pokemon, you know. This is all my imagination, and this is how I fight against fear. And I cannot say that I don't have fear because I have this battle inside my mind. As I said, it's a battle, it's a constant battle. So I have these tools inside my mind, the paint, the white wolf that fights against it. You guys have to imagine something that makes you feel better. That is just my coping mechanism. And again, imagining fear as something that tells you that something behind fear is valuable for you. Okay, and you need to uncover it. Oh, there is fear. What is the treasure behind the fear? What is the valuable thing that is fear telling me? All right, hi. There, I know there is nowhere to hide. Jody, I hide or I hide. I fight against these fears or these fearful thoughts with paint, with a white wolf, or in my dreams, when I have bad dreams, I have learned to call onto Jesus. Like, Jesus, 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 help me, help me, help me. So when I started believing in God, there were these weird dreams that happens to me. And I don't understand these dreams, but I realized that I can make them disappear when I call on the name of Jesus. The dream just changed, or that thing that I was dreaming that is bad just starts disappearing. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. But I need to be subconsciously aware in that dream. Sometimes I get lost in my own dream because my dreams, they look like a movie. So I just watch. And sometimes I forget to call on Jesus. I forget to pray in my dream. Oshadi, amazing question. How do I stop depending too much on others for my happiness? Ooh, so Oshadi, are you aware of you trying to find happiness outside you? So you're saying it right now. You're sharing it right now, right? You are finding happiness outside you. Are you aware of this? You're writing it right now. Hopefully you can see it in your text. So what you can do is understand again yourself what makes you happy when you're alone. Maybe a shower, painting, singing. Try singing alone. If you like going to karaoke's like me, I used to enjoy karaoke's with groups. But now I have learned how to enjoy my own singing without getting the outside validation from people for myself. I got to enjoy singing when I'm alone. Like I worship God while I'm singing and I cry and I weep because I feel this love for Jesus. It's you, for example, try going for a coffee all by yourself and enjoy the coffee by yourself. Enjoy the view that is outside you. Enjoy the waiter that is serving you food, girl or man. Talk to that person. Enjoy the croissant that you're going to order. The softness of it, the creaminess of the coffee. Does that make you happy? Again, as I said, I was a coffee lover. I'm a coffee lover, but I know that I can live without coffee now. It's experiencing happiness all by yourself and getting to know that you can actually be happy like coming from yourself. But you need to know what makes you happy. And if you don't know what makes you happy, try. Try things, try new things. Go and dance with the grandmas in Zumba. Go and try Tai Chi. Go and try karate. Like do different things. Go and try to meet you guys. I have here a group of people. I don't know if you guys can see who are creating stuff. There is meetup of people creating things. You can, if you're in China, I've seen people who are dancing there on the street. Like they have this mini dancing places in the plazas. I don't know if it exists everywhere in China, but you can try enjoying and see how your body reacts to it. If you still feel shy, uncomfortable, or fearful, take this as a challenge. Okay, what is fear, this unconfidence trying to tell me? There is something valuable behind this unconfidence. That's why it's stopping me. It doesn't want me to discover that valuable thing if I can dance with this grand people, grandparents. Take it always as a challenge, like a fun one. So, for example, this week I'm going to be interviewing students. And yes, I am shy, but I'm going to do it as a challenge. Like, this is going to be my rejection therapy. Try to find value that you can achieve in those activities that you will want to try doing. Okay? For example, if you start doing to Zumba, you know Zumba. Bam, 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 bam. Say that if you manage to go in Zumba for 1 week or at least 1 month, you're going to be able to discover how your body moves. You're going to be able to meet new people. So put something that you want to, accomplish that you can feel excited about. Don't just focus on the fear. Oh, I'm comfy. Oh, I'm going to be watched. No. Focus on the things that you can achieve and make them real. Right? That is how you accomplish goals. Like big goals, they look really scary, right? But you kind of try to make it beautiful. You want to make it attractive. Okay, so my rejection therapy is going to start next week. I'm going to be interviewing kids, and they're going to tell me weird stuff, but that's going to be fun. And if they reject me, that's for my rejection therapy, right? All right, Ashadi, hopefully you can enjoy your own presence. It is hard because at first you don't know yourself, but that's the start. Getting to know yourself and having a relationship with yourself is the start of the breakthrough. Because you do everything with your body, you do everything with your mind. You create things from your emotions, and if your emotions are beautiful because you've learned how to bear fruits like good emotions, right? So as I said, emotions are fruits for me because you have learned to delete the toxic things that make you fruit bad fruits, make you bear bad fruits. Like you've deleted the negative beliefs, then you can build beautiful stuff. Once you start cleaning that limiting beliefs that you have, it's a beautiful journey, but it's a relationship with yourself. Have it. You deserve it. All right. Hi, Cherilyn. Appreciate you for sharing. Where are you from? All right. So we have blocks. We have said already, I think 4 blocks. Did I say? Lack of motivation, lack of confidence. These stop you from making you happen as well. Fear. This stops you from making your dreams happen. But you know how to deal with this, right? If you have questions, just shoot them now, okay? Shoot. Shoot your questions. And then what was the other one? Lack of motivation, confidence, fear. Did I just share 3? You just shared 3. All right. Yeah, I think I just shared 3. All right. So I'm going to leave at them at those 3, okay? But there are more blocks that you guys need to see for yourself. Okay. This is just the beginning, but these are major blocks that stop people from taking action to making your dreams happen. All right, I guess the other block is the lack of self awareness, right? Because you don't even know how to move your own self that creates everything in this earth. All right, everyone. Stein, appreciate you for being here. All right, questions. Do you have other questions? I'm going to take a break, you guys, and I'm going to redo this live. Okay? Why did he choose us? Jody. I did. I did. Um, when you create, when you create, Jody, you are creative, right? When you create, why do you choose to create that creation? It's an expression, right, of your emotion. And if God is love and all those beautiful emotions, then He created you from that emotion. Like God is a creator. That's the first thing that we know from the Bible. So when you create stuff, why do you choose to create those stuff? Right? So for me, when I am inspired to cook, I choose a dish that I know my family would love to enjoy. They would enjoy it. So I create that dish for them to, to feel that love that comes out from me. I guess it is definitely just an expression of love. That's why we exist. Like we can experience this world. We should be experiencing that love here, but there is a training that we do, right? Because there are lies as well. I guess life itself is it's a beautiful journey because if life could have been just so plain with always just beautiful things, then you can't differentiate the bad and the good and the enjoyment and the lack of enjoyment. I don't know, but I guess it is related to that creation, like an expression of creation. And when you create something out of love because God is love, then you are born. How do I figure out what I truly want and what makes me happy, not just what others give me? Oh, amazing question. Oh, Shadi, you're going to be so tired of me telling you that you kind of need to understand your own thoughts, what you want. So, whenever you do, oh, Shadi, what do you like doing? Comment below. Comment below. So, right now you're seeking truth. You're asking question, which is really amazing. Right? You're looking for improvement. You're looking for something better, which is amazing. So, Oshadi, you like singing. So that answers what you truly want. All right. Does that make you happy? Also writing, right? You also creator. You're also a creator. Singing, writing. What part of singing makes you feel happy? What part of singing and writing makes you feel happy? It's you asking yourself your question. Oshadi, just imagine this. When I tell you to have a relationship with yourself, when you have a relationship with yourself, imagine it as a relationship with someone else. Oshadi, did you love someone before? Did you have a relationship with someone before? Or do you have a relationship with someone before? Yeah. All right. So, what happens in the beginning of that relationship? You ask a lot of questions like, what is it that you like? Do you like flowers? Do you like chocolates? I'm having a relationship right now. All right. Amazing. So, you know how to have a relationship. The same thing with yourself. You're going to be asking questions about yourself. Like, what do I like? What do I like doing? Does this make me happy? Does when a person does an activity for me, like doing acts of service, do I like it? That is a relationship with yourself. And what else happens in a relationship? In a relationship, you have communication. You have communication. Like you tell things about the things that you don't like, that bad things, good things, amazing things that happen to you that you appreciate. Now, you have that relationship as well with yourself. Do you connect with yourself? Like, Oshadi, you asking me this question is just really a lack of relationship with yourself because you don't know it yet. But this is a great start because now you can have a relationship with yourself. This question you ask to yourself. Okay. So when you have communication with your partner, with another person, you start building trust, right? Because that person accomplishes and fulfills your promises. Hi, K4. Right? When you tell them, I like I like flowers, and that person always gives you flowers. You start building that trust that that person will always bring you flowers because he knows what you like. Right? So when you have this communication with yourself, you also want to build that trust with yourself. You have a dream. You have a dream. You promise yourself that you want to be a good singer, a good writer, whoever you want to be. You can design the life that you want. And you tell yourself, I'm promising you, Oshadi, this is you talking to yourself, okay? I'm promising you, I'm going to take action to make this happen for our future. Sounds like a relationship, right? Sounds like a wedding, almost. We're going to be so good at singing. We're going to be so good at writing. Now we're going to impact people's lives with it. Right? We want to accomplish that dreams that we have. But what happens when you do not accomplish these promises to yourself? Just like in a relationship, you feel bad. You break your own heart, right? When your partner is not accomplishing or fulfilling his promises to you, you also feel bad, right? And you cry and you tell him like, why did you do this to me? Why, right? Something like that, I imagine. Maybe I'm watching too much. I watch too much Korean dramas. But same thing to yourself. When you are not making your promises to yourself, you're not making yourself stronger. When you're not building yourself, you also break your heart and your soul. Your inner self knows that. Like your inner self knows that it's been abandoned. That's why it feels empty. It's crying inside you. And it tells you it feels heavy here. You don't understand, but it's crying. It's actually almost dying. And you need to go back to that self who is asking you for help, asking you why you have been loving other people but not yourself. Why have you dedicated so much time to those people who don't even value your growth? And you've abandoned your own self, right? As I said, it is a relationship. So for those people right now, Oshadi, right now, it's that time to build a relationship with yourself. So this is when I tell you guys before you can love someone else a lot of the times if the other person don't even also know how to love themselves, it's going to be again a constant vicious cycle. All right? The person doesn't know what you want because you don't know what you want. And then in the end, you're asking for something that you don't want, but the other person cannot give it to you because he doesn't know what you want. Because you don't have a relationship with yourself. You're disconnected from yourself. So it's a vicious cycle of arguing and having this, you know, bad relationships. So good relationships starts from two people who know how to love themselves, who knows how to fulfill the other person's needs because they know that they have needs. And for themselves, as a self awareness practice, they know for their own selves that they also have needs and they can communicate it outwards to their partner because they know it. They have an awareness of it because they have a relationship with themselves. They know what makes them happy. They know what to ask their partner for support. Like, hey, support me in my writing. Hey, support me in my singing because I want to accomplish this. I want to do this. I have this dream that I'm building, and you can express it because you know what you want. You know what makes you happy. All right? So, a relationship with oneself is not selfish. It actually is empowering for you. Let me tell you again this. I've mentioned this before. It's for you and especially for others. Right? When you light yourself up, you have a light, but that light affects everything that surrounds you. Everything. Right? It is really beautiful when one works with their own light. Right? And it's not an act of selfishness. It's an act of brightening the world that is outside you. All right. Hopefully that answers the question. I know it was a long answer, but I really want you to understand how it looks like a relationship with oneself. It is actually very similar to having a relationship with someone else. Ashadi is asking, what should I do in the moments I feel I have no energy or motivation? Ooh. So the best thing that you can do is ask yourself why. Why? Again. Why? So in my case, I have understood that if I'm lacking motivation, all right, it's because I don't know what I need to do. All right. Sometimes I don't know the value of what I need to do, like the impact of it. Hi, Alexander. Appreciate you for being here. Where are you from? East. Are you from East? Right. So when I'm lacking motivation, I forget the impact of the activity that I must do. You know I have a dream. I know I want to make impact, but sometimes I don't feel connected to that dream and I feel not motivated to take action. All right. Malex, East Coast, USA. Where eat chilies. Where people eat chilies? Is that the East? Hi, Queen. Appreciate you. Are you Queen? Yes, you're Queen. You changed your name. All right. So, when you're lacking on motivation, just be aware of it and build habits that will allow you to take action even though motivation is not there. Okay? But to be able to do that, to be able to make your habits, right? This is a long process as well. But it is possible. It really possible. It is actually a must. You have to have a vision. Alexander, I am here in Amsterdam in a library. I am here in Amsterdam in a library. Oshadi, you have to have a vision, something that you want to accomplish, an end goal in mind. An end goal in mind. That is important. Do you have it, Oshadi? Yeah, in this library it's loud. It is normal to be loud here. And this library is more activity type of library, right? Because we have already this earphones, and we can control the amount of the noise that we can tolerate. I am in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Holland, Hollanda. All right. So when you have a vision, Oshadi, you know where you need to go. You know you have things to do, right? That is the best thing. When you lack on motivation and you fall into the trap of not taking action, you just forget where you need to go. So it's sometimes, oh, I need to do that. I need to make that happen. What was the impact of that thing that I need to do? Now, what was the impact that that vision will get me? And when you start imagining the impact again, you actually start getting the energy like, oh, yes, it is important. Let's make it happen. So, when you have this vision, you can start building habits. Because again, I don't want you to depend on motivation. This is what I've said before. That's why it's one of the blocks. Depending on motivation is a block. It is a block. I don't want you guys to fall into depending on motivation. Motivation is a trap. It is an espresso. When you guys drink coffee, espresso gives you boost. But when it's gone, you're, I don't want to take action anymore. Okay, but no, even though motivation is not there, you must know from your heart that you need to take action. So have that vision so clear. Always remember your vision. Even in Habakkuk 2:2, it's written, write the vision, make it plain, and make the herald run for it, or something like that. I have my vision clear here in front of me. I want to stay fit. You guys see here, fit. I want to celebrate life. I want to celebrate life because you guys know already, I value life. I value health. So, fitness is a must for me, like moving my body. That's why I went to Zumba to learn how to move my body, even if it's awkward. Even if it's awkward, yes, you guys. Like the twerking stuff that they tell you to do in Zumba is crazy. But, anyways, all right, speaking, write the vision, make it plain so that you don't forget about it. God knows that we are forgetful people. So that's why He tells us, write the vision, girl, write the vision. Because you guys are forgetful people. You are going to forget me, even though I save you several times. You're going to forget me. But He is really faithful. God is really faithful, and He wants always to help us, and He gives us tips like write the vision, make it plain. So don't forget whatever it is that you want to accomplish, Oshadi, and make it so present to you that whenever you see your vision from the outside yourself, you feel excited. Right, and you start building habits. You want to be a singer, or sing at least 1 hour every single day. You want to be a writer, write 15 minutes a day, right, and publish it on Medium, for example, or in a blog, sorry, not vlog, blog with B, like boy. You can do a lot of things with writing. You can even create a work out of it, business out of it. So many things. And singing as well. Oshadi, I can challenge you. Oshadi, let's do live. Oh, land. Wait. Land of the Vikings. Really? I didn't know. I didn't know. But yeah, they are big people. They are very tall people. I'm like, hello. I am 5'3". I am 5'3", and I'm not too tall. So people around me here is like, hi, I am here. Don't stumble upon me. Oshadi is asking, what can I do to manage stress and anxiety? Oh, this one is a huge topic as well. So, stress is living in the future. Sorry, anxiety. Anxiety is living in the future. And stress for me is not being humble to yourself, also honest to yourself. Like you are accepting more than you should. Stress for me is if you're weak, all right, your body is not aware that you get triggered so much. So this takes self-awareness as well. When you get stressed, you kind of need to know what makes you feel stressful. All right, and be ready for the stress because stress, as I said, noise outside our body is constant, and you will want to know how to tolerate more stress. So if your body is not tolerating stress, there's going to be a point that you're receiving too much. And when you keep on receiving it, you somehow get with it. There is going to be a point that you're going to crash because you're not honest to yourself. Like you should say, I cannot handle this right now. Let me find a way that I can make myself stronger so or better or more effective to manage this stress. Okay. Be honest with yourself. What can you handle? When you're trying to be so, upfront and say that I can handle everything and you can't, that's when stress happens. And when you need help, just ask for help. It's stress for me is when you handle too much that you can't. It's be not being honest with yourself. And anxiety for me is when you live too much in the future. Again, your faith, your belief is focusing on the negative things, right? Or also anxiety in my life and my own experience. It happens when you want to do things that you can't. You want to do you want to sing, but somehow you're drained. You can't do the singing or the writing, and you feel anxious because you want to do it but you can't. Hi, yes, Manny. Buen dia. Appreciate you for being here. Yes, Manny. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Llegas tarde. Estoy acabando mi live. Uy. No, I will repeat it again. ¿Cómo estás? How are you doing? Now speak with me in English, please. Even though I like you guys when you speak with me in Spanish. It brings me back home. Sí, recién me conecto. Estoy yendo para mi trabajo. Uy, gracias por pasar por aquí. Appreciate your time. Yes, money. Be careful in your way to work. So I was replying Oshadi's question. Okay, so when I tried to fix that anxiety that I had in my life, right? Of course, I needed again to be honest with myself. Okay, my job is draining me. I want to do this. I want to do singing. I want to do, in my case, I want to do business. I want to create a new source of income. I want to change my life. So I said, I will find a way to pay my bills because I still have to pay the bills and do other stuff. But I need to quit my job. It is not for me. I want to do this. So I took action. I decided the things that drains me, doesn't make me happy should go so that I can do the things that I would love to do and it doesn't create me anxiety. Right? So Shadi, this stress and anxiety is both, yeah, being honest with yourself. What you can handle and what you cannot. And when you want to do things in the future, but you can't, be honest again with yourself. What is draining your time? What is draining your energy? Okay, sometimes when I eat too much pasta or when I eat too much bread, it makes me feel sleepy. So I need to be honest with myself. Joanne, you're not the person who can eat and tolerate pasta or bread. It makes you fall onto your bread on your bread. It makes you fall onto your bed, sleep on the sofa because it makes me feel heavy. So I need to be honest with myself. Joanne, you need to stop eating these things too much. You need to eat more protein, girl. This affects your energy. So, Oshadi, this is again self awareness, you know, because if there's a lot of things that affects your body. You need to learn what are those things, right? So anxiety a lot of the times is when you want to do things and you can't, right? Maybe it's too in the future, you're imagining too much, or Just like we said, we are lacking on time, lacking on energy, and just be honest. Okay, this is draining me. I want to do this. And to me, to fulfill these feelings, I want to, you know, sacrifice things because you always need to sacrifice, especially old identities behind. Okay, you need to leave things behind because your anxiety is telling you want to do this, you want to do that. You're imagining that future that you want, but you somehow can't. What is happening there? What is stopping you? That's why we talk about fear. That's why we talk about motivation, self confidence, and about your body. Lack of self awareness. Lack of self awareness can stop you from making your dreams happen because you don't know what is stopping you. You don't know your body. You don't know how your emotions, your thoughts are affecting you. And that is wild. You should be so master of yourself, again, self control, fruit of the Holy Spirit, that whenever things happen in front of you, you know how to react. Right? For example, one example here, girl. I have you, I have you. So, for example, there is a woman that challenged me all the time, and she is part of my circle. But she is a worker, she is a 9 to 5 job worker, which is nothing bad. But when she sees me at home, you know, she thinks that I'm doing nothing, right? And she doesn't understand like the business. She doesn't understand other forms of earning money. So nowadays people could earn money from phones, doing live, doing online businesses, right? But she doesn't understand that. She has a lack of knowledge, right? So whenever she comes in our home, I feel like hiding. I feel like, oh, this woman is here. I don't like her. I'm honest. I'm honest with my feeling. But God tells me, why are you focusing your faith? Why are you focusing your faith onto that spirit of intimidation? Why? You have the spirit of love, joy in you. So go ahead and greet that person and show her some love. I'm like, obedience. You decide who you want to be. I want to be a source of love. I want to be a source of joy. I want to be a source of enlightenment. So why am I hiding myself? Okay, so sometimes you do need to make uncomfortable things to start carrying that identity who you want to be. You want to be less anxious? Force. Like learn how to live a life without being anxious, like without being anxious. Learn why are you why learn why first, right? Be aware of the situation. Why are you getting anxious? Something is telling you that something is not right. What is it? Okay, and who do you want to be? Do you want to be a person who is happy? How do you achieving that in your own idea? Shadi, there's a lot of things that you need to design in your life. Because I am here guiding and telling you how do I do it, but there is a vision of you that only you can see. I don't know how you want to live your life. How you design your life. Sit with yourself again. This is a relationship. Like, how are we going to build things? Like, if we want to be a singer or writer, want to make money from this, how are we going to make it happen? What opportunities are out there? And when you see those opportunities, since you don't want to be anxious anymore, you want to be stressed because of financial struggles or whatever it is, you want new opportunities, right? You want to change your life. Then you open those doors of opportunities. Even if it's uncomfortable, just like me with the woman, because you want to change your life. You want to be different. You want to have a new identity. You do it. And then while you're doing it, you're going to get more confidence and you're building new habits. Like building something new is amazing. That's why for me, starting the online business, it was a spiritual journey. It is learning how to take action without the rewards of the money. All right. So, for example, sometimes I don't have sales, sometimes I don't have money, right? But I know I'm learning how to be patient. I'm learning how to be consistent. And it's uncomfortable when people are trying to tell you you're doing something weird, like everyone else around you have money every month. Like, why are you, learning this way when it's too hard? Like, being an entrepreneur is hard. But that builds my values inside me. I know at least that I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it for growth. I'm doing it to hone my personality, right? So you have that direction in you that only you can see, and delete these things that is dragging you, that's creating you anxious and anxiousness in your life, and stress in your life. Stress, let me tell you, stress is going to happen all the time. Stress is going to be there. Challenges, resistance is going to happen, even if you change your identity. But that's why you need to make yourself stronger. That's why you need to communicate with yourself. Like, what are we weak at? What can we improve ourselves at? A relationship with yourself again. Okay, let me see. God's hands health. I'm living in my dream right now. That's amazing. Well, you're awake. Appreciate you for being here. All right, more questions before I go. I'm going to leave for a second. Oh, for a second. For a while, I'm going to do some work on the computer, on the laptop. It was amazing, you guys, to have you here in my live. Oshadi, appreciate you for your questions. I really love these questions. But let me tell you, the key is all in you. And when you ask the same questions to yourself, you're going to discover a lot. But let me tell you one thing, go spend time with yourself when you have time, in nature, in silence, with no music, and ask the same questions to yourself. All right, what stresses you? And bring a notebook, bring a pen with you, and hunt those things down that is hunting you. Now you're going to be the hunter instead of the stress hunting you and the anxiety hunting you and the lack of knowledge about yourself hunting you. Trying to pursue happiness outside you. Everything is already in you. I trust you. As you can see yourself. All right, everyone, appreciate you for being here. I hopefully can come back later afterwards. Edwin, Juan, Serenka, Star, you were here. I didn't see you, Star. Appreciate you for being here, girl. Thank you for always listening. Feels this is a new beginning. Appreciate you. Let me get that. Wow. Ashadi, feel free to just comment on any of my videos. Okay, I do not DM anyone, right? Because it's a TikTok. Just a DM on TikTok is not cool. But you can communicate with me if you have more questions. Comment them in the comment section of any of my videos, and I will reply to you. Okay, David. I'm going soon. Appreciate you. Bye bye. Oh no, why did you run from it? So someone, my YouTube viewers, someone was saying to me that um, I don't know what you have been through, but I can feel a deep fire inside of me by being in your life. So I'm sparking someone's life. Is this what it means? And he said I don't understand my anointing, so I have run from it. So he's understanding. He's running away from it because he doesn't understand it. But that's the thing. Everything that scares us a lot of the times is because we don't understand it, right? So I'll reply to this person and tell them the same thing. You guys, YouTube viewers, appreciate you for being here. For those people who are going to be watching this from the recording, again, this is a long video, but appreciate you for watching. Let me know in the comments below where are you watching this from. I would love that. Okay, bye.